to MetLife Stadium. Neither team got the start to the season that they wanted. Let's see who can right the ship as week 2 gets underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. That's McCaffrey working the sideline. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
And defenders are there to get him at the line. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Back-to-back carries here. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's going to be a pickup of about 2. That leaves him with 3rd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Now they send their back in motion right. Dump off caught by his back. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brought to a halt by Deonte Banks.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they face 2nd down. Lone back in the back. Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And he stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious. It's one of those moments, Kate, will they put the ball back in his hands, trust him again to hold on to it, maybe go get that touchdown you know he so badly wants.
Tyler Bass on now for the field goal try. This will be around a 33-yarder for him. Amendola able to put it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Bass now to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Man in motion here. They give it to him again. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. Offense in the hurry up here.
No gain on the play. Brings up first down and 5.
19 Lions. 79 Broncos.
Love on 3rd and short. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
It's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3 and out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Commanders will go on offense. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Back to the well again. Has the 1st and more inside the 45. And he's down all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Play fake here, Daniels. That's caught. He found some space. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders stretch their early lead to 9. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders go up 10-zip here in the 1st. Pass now to kick this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Love from the gun. Catch is made. It's Jalen Hyatt. And he's able to move it past the 45 before going out. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Giants will have a 1st down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Go!
Handoff now out of the gun. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
First down throw, here's Love. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Hut, hut.
Love now. Oh, he got some air under this one. Deep down the mid. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Picked by Derek Forrest. And the Commanders will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Worked through his progression, nobody available, and by the time he checked it down to the back, oh, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. Setting up the screen. We're working a couple of yards past the line. Tyler Nubin with the tackle.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Daniels. He's throwing deep to the left side. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. The Commanders ready for the punt. And this is the first time he's been called on today. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And it'll be Giants football. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Curve 19. Curve 19. Go! 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 18 Rattlers. 18 Rattlers. Ready?
From the pistol, here's Love. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Jamin Davis.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Let's go.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. It's a two-score game early. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Commanders ball as we get back for the second, and they're thinking points. First down from the red zone. This throw is caught. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. Second down coming up.
Still lined up at the 6. Here's second and goal. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. It's second and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Daniels, third and goal. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that forces them to fourth and goal. Tyler Bass on now for the field goal try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Amendola able to put it through. And this one is center chains. Couldn't have hit that much better.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Bass now to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready. 18, Pioneers, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Set go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Here we go. Set. Trap 60, trap 60. 19 Lion. Ready.
Love out of the shotgun. Complete to Hyatt. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Ready.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Set. Ready.
Throwing, Love. Dumps it off to his running back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Daniels back to throw. The screen pass falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And it sets up second down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Dumped off to his running back. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
This ball's caught by McCaffrey. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. That's Baron Browning who makes the stop. Second and 4. That's completed right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Let's go.
From the red zone now. And they will score. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
And he's got it, so they get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
Bass now to kick this away. Jackson now to return it. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Hand off to the back. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. He finds Neighbors right side. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Ready? Go.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Has it at the 7. And he drives this forward to the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here we go, set. Hut, hut.
Here's a give on 1st and goal. Has the New York touchdown. The Giants chop some of the lead off before the half. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants get it back to a 14-point game. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept in breaking up those passes.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Running back gets it on the draw. And he's brought down for a loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Daniels. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. 58 yards on the punt there. And it's going to be their football coming up. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
60. Shut up.
Blitz coming, Love. Caught by Theo Johnson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Let's go. 19 tight. 19 tight. Check go.
2nd and 10. Love trying again. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Let's go now. Hut, hut.
Going ground on 1st and goal. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal.
Set. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Love looking to pass. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they're left with 3rd and goal.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Giants make it a one-score game before halftime. McLaughlin to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he's out of bounds. This is a great start for them, already on their opponent's side of the field.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone, so hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to...
Oh, shouldn't let that one go. It's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And the Giants get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Well, we've all seen a lot of QBs make some magical plays rolling to the right, buying time before throwing it up. But not this time, as the defense steps in front of that one, probably shouldn't have been thrown.
Yeah, discretion the key in so many of these situations for quarterbacks. Why game management and decision-making is so critical. I love that he escaped the pocket, rolls right, tries to buy time for his guys to help him, but when there is nobody there, you either got to tuck it and run or live to play another day.
They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
18, right in.
Throwing it just before halftime. He's trying another one deep. He's got it inside the 10. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
The score, Commanders 21, Giants 14.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Bass now to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Here we go, here we go. Dragon 60. Trap 60, trap 60. 19 Lion. Go.
Shotgun now for Love. Neighbors with the catch. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Man, the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
79 Bronco. Set go.
Love from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
70 range, 70 range. Ready.
Thrown on first down, Love. Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down, but where it's at on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Go. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Hut, hut.
Another try following the sack. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
He doesn't slide down, and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. It's a gain of 5, but they still need a bunch here on fourth down. The Giants are set to punt. It'll be A.J. Cole doing the honors. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That punt goes 63 yards. And the Commanders' drive is going to start from deep on their own side of the field. They're out and set, first and 10. Now a give left side. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only 2 yards, and it brings up second and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
From the gun, it's Daniels. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On first down, here's Daniels. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. He missed the linebacker lurking, or he thought he could challenge him there and win. A 6-point mistake, Brock, either way.
Do you know, Kate, that you use that word as a verb, and quarterbacks, when we look at coverages, we use it as a noun. He's a lurker. You said he was lurking, and he was. And if you're not aware of that lurker, that free defender who's got eyes on you, well, they can make you pay just as he did.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants tie this game at 21. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Shaheed now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Daniels coming back after that pick. He puts some power on a deep one left. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball. Incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So 2nd down coming up.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
He's contained at the line for no gain. Tyler Nubin with the tackle. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
That's caught for the 1st. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Here we go, set.
To throw, Daniels. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They'll run here from the gun. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
19. Set. Set, go.
Throwing, Love. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Get it. 18 Raptors. 18 Raptors. Stop low, 18. Ready.
Love out of the shotgun. Hyatt with the grab. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Alert. Alert.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He was taken down by Jactavius Martin. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches.
Let's go. Shot alert. Shot alert. Hut, hut.
Another carry for him. And that hit stops him in his tracks.
Number 27.
So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on down. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Daniels off the play action. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on 1st down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Let's go now.
Here's a toss headed right. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You've got the inside run between the tackles, whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Daniels throwing on third. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing fourth down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Amendola able to put it through. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
He connects now for a third time, and that's the biggest of the 3 field goals he's made in this contest. Gives him the lead. Now you turn the keys over to your defense to try and protect it.
Bass now to kick this away. Jackson now to return it. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
18, Pioneer. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready?
Love now to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Ready? Tap 60, tap 60.
Here's 2nd and 14. Taking his shot, deep down the field it goes. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. And the Commanders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
They'll run here on 1st down. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Here we go, set.
From the 43. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Now Daniels to throw. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And they're going to take over possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He finds Neighbors right side. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Here's Love. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this third quarter. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's Giants football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the fourth. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Set. Ready.
Throwing from the gun. On target to Jackson. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this third down.
Shut up. Check Bobcat. Check Bobcat. Hut, hut.
Give now to the running back. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Back-to-back carries here. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Let's go.
The give here on 2nd. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Come on, set.
They'll send him over right.
Ready, ready.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Second down now, 7 to go.
Let's go now. Hut.
They give it to him again. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. That's good for 7 yards. And the Giants will have a first down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Go.
On first down, they'll run. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
From the 24. Gets it to him on the screen. And he'll go down here at the 16. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
70 range, 70 range.
Here's Love to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I love the thought there and the idea. Get your guy in space. But he can't make anything happen until he catches it cleanly first.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Here we go, set. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Looking to throw. He brings it in. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. First and goal.
Big Lion.
Here's the handoff. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take a fourth-quarter lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot. But on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating.
Look at you.
And, yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants take a 4-point lead. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. First and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Downfield, it's tipped, but he still makes the grab. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Well, he tried to get aggressive, and it looked like it was done for after the deflection. But he got himself to the right place at the right time to make that catch downfield.
Daniels on first down. He sends this one to the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That play is so impressive on so many levels, not just because it saves a touchdown, Kate. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or let him establish possession for the score. That is so, so good.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Lone back gets the handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Commanders needing 4 points. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the line. Back to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Newman. And the Giants make the play that should win them this game.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
Go! Set, go!
Running this one left. And he runs this up close to midfield at about the 48. The Commanders take a timeout. It's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Let's go. Ready?
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Dumps it off to his running back. On the move, past the 40. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
Brings up second and 3.
So here at MetLife, it's the G-Men who come away with the win. And they draw first blood against a division rival.